Good afternoon and welcome back to Paul Sherry Conversion Vans. My name is Justin Smith and today I'm going to do a special video here. What we have is a leftover 2016 Sherry Ram ProMaster conversion van. Now this particular van is built on the 136-inch platform. It is a raised roof 7-passenger and does feature a 3.6-liter Pentastar V6 motor. Now, just like all of our ProMasters here at the dealership, this is a front-wheel drive van, good for gas mileage over 20 mpg on the highway. Now, this particular van is done in the nice black finish, and everything, of course, just like all of our vans, has been painted to match. The whole front bumper, your mirrors, door handles, and of course, running boards all the way around. Now, this particular van does feature our 18-inch chrome wheel. Just like I mentioned in a lot of our videos, we do have a couple different wheel options that we have to offer. We do have 2 different chrome wheels, different style, and we also have a black wheel option now as well. So if you got any questions on that, give me a holler and I can get you some images, show you what different wheel packages we have for our vans. Now, moving along down the side of the van, you'll notice that all the glass in the back of the van is a 5% factory limo tint glass. Definitely give you the best protection from the sun and ensure your privacy. Now, moving along to the back of the van, I want to take this time to talk about some of the capabilities, but first off, let's go over the safety features all of our ProMasters have to offer. Now, this one comes standard with a rear backup camera, which is located top dead center of the van. A lot of manufacturers like to put their backup camera off to the side on any given rear door. And I find that doesn't really give you an accurate perspective of what's behind you. If it's not directly center in the van, it's really hard to judge how much room you might have left or right to the object that might be behind you. Now, the way that our backup camera system works is just like any other one out there on the market. As soon as you put this vehicle in reverse, you're going to get a color visual of whatever might be behind you on the factory navigation screen. And a little bit distracted, I had a mad bumblebee right behind me. He's a little confused. I don't know if you can see him, but he's going crazy here. But hopefully he doesn't sting me. Moving forward, anyway, safety features. We talked about the backup camera. All of our ProMaster vans come equipped with anti-lock brakes, traction control, hill start brake assist, and rollover mitigation, which is extremely important in a high profile vehicle. Now, if you got any questions on any of those safety features and what they actually do, feel free to give me a call and I can get into more detail. Now, the capabilities. Obviously, a 7-passenger van designed to move 7 passengers in extreme comfort, but sometimes you need to tow something as well. Now, this particular van does have the factory tow package located right here underneath the bumper, and this is good for towing up to 5,100 pounds, and no need for adapters for your wiring because Ram has thought this out very thoroughly. You got your 7-pin right there to the right and your 4-pin flat to the left. So whatever type wiring you got, we got you covered with this van. Moving along to the passenger side, or curb side of the van, I should say. I'm going to demonstrate this sliding door. Now, all of our ProMasters have a manual sliding door from the factory. Very easy and effortless to open, but we do offer a power door kit for all of our ProMasters, which might be especially important if you're looking at this van for mobility applications. For pricing and information, please give me a call and I can get into detail on that. But like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, all of our ProMasters are front-wheel drive platform van, which gives us the lowest floor in the industry. Now, our floor is only 21 inches off the ground with 2 steps to enter the van. And so it's very easy to enter and exit this van. I'm 6'2", and I can step inside this van without bending down because our door goes all the way to the ceiling. Now, on the inside of this van, it does feature a black carpet, a black bottom wall, and a tan upper wall with black cabinets and black privacy shades behind the tan recessed wall on all the windows around the back. Just really helps tie this interior together. This is one of my favorite packages. Of course, I like them all, but the tan with the black piping just really looks sharp, especially in a black van. Now, the rear sofa in this van is a power rear sofa. Can accommodate 3 adults very comfortably. Seating or seat belts for 3 as well. If 2 are in the back, obviously you can utilize this armrest with the built-in cup holders. But back to the sofa. It's a power sofa. It'll slide forward and back, either to give you a little more leg room here between the aisleway, or to give you more storage behind the rear seat. Now, it will fold completely flat as well if you want to utilize it to get some rest. Now, we've thought this van out for a long time, how we were going to do the rear sofa, the captain's chairs, and kind of make everything function, whether it's, you know, laid down in a bed or in the upright position, which it is 90% of the time. You do have the ability to put a slight recline on this without the bottom and the back separating, which a lot of conversion van rear sofas have a through piece that comes up through the middle and doesn't allow you to be able to recline without these two separating. So you might wonder, how big is this bed? Well, like I said, we thought this out. We put swivel seats here in the captain's chair, so if you got somebody that's a little taller like me and you want to lay down, obviously you don't want your legs hanging off the bed, so you can swivel this chair around and your feet will essentially end up on this portion, while your upper torso is on this portion. So it's designed to be able to look at this big 32-inch TV while you're getting some rest, if that's what you want to do. Now, these captain's chairs do have the tether hooks. Okay, for all the mothers out there wondering about car seats, they do have the tether hooks, and they do have the anchors on the back that you can see right here as well. Now, as far as the entertainment goes, I mentioned a minute ago, 32-inch TV, so there it is. It's a 32-inch LED Vizio smart TV. Now, it's also 240 hertz, so it's got a great refresh rate. And we have that paired up to this LG smart Blu-ray player. And yes, it will play not only Blu-ray, but a standard DVD. So you don't have to get rid of those DVDs you've been carrying around for the last 15 years. They'll work in here as well. Now, while watching a movie in the back of this van, all the sound runs through this rear Pioneer Bluetooth radio. So if you really want that true movie theater experience, we've got you covered in the back of this van, because the speakers that it is equipped with are Kicker surround sound speakers located throughout the rear of the van. And if mom and dad or whoever's driving this van doesn't want to hear that for 3 hours straight, you do have wireless headphones that are provided with all of our vans that work with this rear radio system for listening to music or viewing a movie. Now, you'll notice there's a panel directly below the rear radio with some toggle switches. We've got an HDMI input right here, 2 USB ports for charging, and a 110. So if you want to bring a video game system along, plug it in right here, get your power, get your video source going to the HDMI, change the source on the television, and you've got your Xbox or PlayStation while you're going down the road. Now, a lot of people want to know about movies on tablets or laptops. Basically, anything that uses an HDMI connectivity, you can transfer to the 32-inch TV. Now, the heat and air in the back of this van is all controlled by this digital Pro Air 2 thermostat, and it's very easy to operate. It's pretty much one step, set, touch, and forget with this auto feature here. So whatever temperature you set this digital thermostat to, it's going to decide what speed the fan needs to be on to accommodate that temperature as fast as possible. Now, a lot of you are asking me about USB ports. We have 2 here, also another one right here. We do also have USB ports in the very back of the van, which I failed to cover when I was back here, on each side of the rear sofa. So there's plenty of charging ports throughout this van, and even up in the front of the van as well. Now, moving up to the front, same nice leather that we have in the back. up here in the front. Now these front two seats are on an 8-way adjustable pedestal, which feature recline, lumbar, and factory heat. Moving over to the steering wheel here, we have a nice leather wrapped wheel with steering wheel controls on both sides of the airbag. Now these controls are going to allow you to navigate through your factory radio, give you the ability to ask voice commands, answer a hands-free phone call. It is equipped with Bluetooth. So it's just a really cool safety feature to allow you to go through all the functions of your radio without taking your hands off the steering wheel. Now, as far as power equipment goes in the front of this van, obviously we've got power windows on both sides. We've got power mirrors. These mirrors have a power folding collapse option as well. And not only is the top, the big portion of the mirror power, but the blind spot mirror below on both sides is also power. As you see, we have 4 triangles here to operate these mirrors. Now, as I mentioned in the back of the van where we were talking about safety features, this radio in this van is a factory Uconnect 5.0. It does feature a TomTom interface, so a lot of you are already familiar with TomTom. Probably one of the easiest factory navigations I've ever had the chance to play with. Factory navigations can be quite frustrating. I'm sure you've all been there at some point. So this one's very easy to use. Now this radio is equipped with an AM/FM tuner. It does have satellite radio, free for 1 year, and does have a CD insert. Now, connecting devices to this radio, obviously it's Bluetooth, but if you want to go USB, so you can charge and connect same time, you do have a USB right beside the steering column. Also a 3.5 auxiliary input, good for only music transfer, and it will not charge. Now the passenger, they have 2 charging options as well. They have a DC port and a USB charging port as well. Storage up in the front of this van, of course, you got your standard glove box here in front of the passenger seat. A neat little crevice right here for knickknacks, maybe a small box of Kleenex, whatever. And then up on top of the airbag, you'll notice there's even additional storage as well. As far as cup holders go up in the front of this van, Ram didn't want you to get thirsty. They put 6 up here, a little bit overkill, but you've got plenty of spaces for your drinks, not only in the rear, but in the front of this van as well. Now that pretty much wraps up the inside of this 2016 Sherry Ram ProMaster 7-passenger van. Again, guys, if you're in the market for a 7-passenger van, you're not going to find a better deal than this. Again, this is a 2016, so it is a leftover van with up to $10,000 in savings over a 2017. And again, no changes between the model years. So get an excellent van, save a lot of money, just a great deal. Now, if there was anything I didn't cover on this van, or maybe you had questions on a different van you saw on our website, please don't hesitate to call. I am always around and willing to answer anybody's questions. And for those of you that are in search of a perfect van, maybe you yet to find it, or even like the videos that we do here at the dealership, I kindly ask that you subscribe to our YouTube channel and even like us on Facebook, and that's going to give you a better chance on not missing out on the next great conversion van deal here at our dealership. I hope you enjoyed this video today, and I appreciate your time. Have a great day.